Hello there and welcome back to Out of War here. We're in the Arctic Winter with a hardcore start there. Now we've approached the summit of this hill here. In the last couple of videos took quite a while to dig out this switchback here. But we're pretty much as high in elevation as I'm going to get, I think, with the loader and rock truck there. So we're in our dozer here to start off, and I want to start clearing out a little bit of a path here at the top of this ramp, as well as making a pathway over into the actual hill itself. Now I've done a little bit of scouting there just to see what's ahead of me, and I have a bit of an idea where I'm going, but we're not too exactly sure either. So we'll see what we can do here with this dozer. Hopefully we can get ourselves a nice clear platform without any major incidents or accidents here to start us off. As you can see, we're creating a little bit of an overhang there. I'll have to come back with my drain out there and clear that out a bit. But we're making decent progress there. If I can just get up onto this hill here. Let's go back there and we'll take another go at it. Now I have the GPS on the dozer here, but we're stuck at the moment. As you can see, I have the GPS there in the top right, just so I can keep my blade a little bit straight. Doesn't have to be perfect, of course. It's going to be a pretty rough dirt road here to start us off, but we can expand on things and improve it as we move along and get some infrastructure going up here on the top of the mountain. Okay, let's just go back there. We can go ahead then and lower my blade. I had a little bit of a steep angle there. I think that's the issue. Need to dig in a little bit more there with the blades to decrease the gradient, which I'm increasing. Okay, that should be a little bit better. It's not better, in fact. Let's reset ourselves here. Get ourselves onto a nice flat surface and straighten this blade out. It's kind of all over the place there. Pushing that ice back. Now I need to turn here. I don't want to go too much more forward there. It's kind of a vicious angle in front of us. So I think if I can just push back this edge of the mound in front of us here, we'll be able to put in a little corner there and get ourselves a decent turning radius. I'll have to get the roller up here at some point to clean this out a little bit more. Bit of an issue there with the permafrost and bouncing off it. Alrighty, let's reverse there and try and come in with a bit of momentum this time. It's going to be difficult on this steep hill. There we go, making a bit more progress, but again we're just bouncing there. Let's get our shovel out here and hit this a couple of smacks, see if we can't get through that stubborn bit of ice there. Or if I can take it a little piece at a time there, maybe. Just dig that blade in. There we go, we're scraping a little bit of it. Oop. Get myself out of a pretty bad situation there. We're just getting dragged sideways here. Not even pushed, just completely out of control of that machine. Alrighty, let's adjust this blade here. Let's lower it ever so slightly. See if we can't push this stubborn piece back. There we go, we're making decent progress now. I'll have to get my shovel out here for a couple more whacks. Go ahead and take a little chunk of adjust that blade there, it's all wonky. Take a little chunk of this as we're coming up, just to widen that path a little bit. Although it's plenty wide there, we should have no problem getting any machinery up here now. Just need to kind of progress our elevation here. Get up as high as we can. And you can see out here behind us it's a little bit flatter, that's where I'm trying to get. But we just can't get over this little bit here. So I hate to do it, but I think I'm going to have to break out a drainite there just to break up that stubborn couple of pixels of dirt. And I should have some there in my inventory, that'll do nicely. So you seem to be an issue there, sir. Let's go ahead and get rid of you and get rid of that while I'm at it. So then let's see if we can make a bit more progress now. No, we're just sliding. Alright, let's dig this bucket in here to the ground a bit more. Or this blade, I should say. And she just does not want to move. Alright, let's get myself reset down here. If I can get out of this without falling off the side of that ramp there, it would be nice. So then, let's come in and take a little bit with us, just to decrease the slope of the angle I'm coming up here. And again, we're just bouncing, so we're going to go ahead there and just blast it. No point to fool around. I think I've proven a couple of times now that I'm just not going to get through that permafrost with this machine at this angle. Have to do a bit more blasting there, unfortunately. Now I'd like to think that I'd be able to clear that little bit up here. Maybe it's the angle that we have the machine at here. It's quite a steep of the hill we're on there. It isn't helping. Go ahead and push this back here. Level 57 there. That's good. The ignits that are being cooked up in my little warehouse over the way there in the very far distance, you can see, are getting us XP all the time. So then, a bit more blasting, but let's get the spade out here real quick. Just to even this up for my tracks there. My machine's not a great position there. We're slowly but surely getting up there. Couple more explosives here will help along the way. Let's try from this side then. Bit of a lesser slope there, and it's just not working out in my favor. So we're going to be doing a lot more blasting than I was hoping to do in this adventure. Alright, let's try push out here to the right, just to try and get at that at a different angle. Making a little bit of forward progress there. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's go straight back into that then. See if we can't move forwards. And we're not moving forward through that. Alrighty. Let's just go ahead and get rid of that real quick then. It's going to be an issue. That looks a bit more appetizing there for the blade of this Dozer. Come on, get up there. Let's try hitting this a couple of whacks of the shovel there. See if it makes any difference for my cutting edge. Alrighty, let's keep focusing on the right hand side then. That left side in there is very stubborn. But if we can get a little bit more forward momentum here, we should be pretty much up. No, it doesn't want to do it. That's okay though, no problem. And we're still stuck somehow. Come on. It's only a little bit of ice. Okay, got past that piece at least. That's some progress forward. Yeah, there we go. Oops, getting pushed to the side there. Let's realign it. Get ourselves going straight again. Whoop. On very uneven ground now. It's okay, we can come back and fix it later. We're almost up onto the top of this hill now. Almost, but not quite there. Let's just hit this a couple of whacks here to make tracking a bit easier. Couple more explosives then and we should be well on our way towards the objective. Whoop. Parking brake wasn't a bright idea there. Almost a disaster. That's about as far as she wants to go at that time. Let's come back there for a second go at that. Let's go in for a third time, and if not, we'll have to break out a bit of explosives again. Okay, we're getting a bit of progress this time at least. Alrighty. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that will be enough of a pathway kind of cleared there. It's a bit of a monstrosity, this pathway that I'm creating. Alright, let's try and help this machine out here a little bit. Get those tracks on some ground. Or some even ground, I should say. Couple more wax. I think I'll go down and get my roller and we'll throw a bit of gravel down on top of this dirt here just to clean it up a bit. Make it a little bit more smooth. But I don't see why we can't get machines up this. I mean, it is a little bit rough right now. But hopefully we can clean it up there to look at pretty decent. Alright, let's see if we can get this machine up to the top of this hill then. Come on, get up there. May need a couple more explosives, unfortunately. Oh. I thought she was going to fall over there, or is it on its side? Not quite, but it might as well be on its side there, alright. Let's see if we can't help it out here. A little bit more explosives there, perhaps. Alrighty, we'll do a bit of work here with the shovel as well, as we're going to have to do it either way. That's one hell of a cliff face there in front of me. Alright, let's try and rescue this machine. Okay, there we go. Not quite. Let's come back a little bit more there, actually. Come on, it's just kind of losing the momentum there at the right time. But I believe in this machine. It will make it up to the top of this hill one way or another. Alrighty, so I got a little bit frustrated with the machine there, so I jumped out and I've just been smacking the dirt here with my shovel for the past couple of minutes there, to be completely honest with you. But it's cleaned up reasonably well there. So let's jump back in here and let's make some progress up here. Hopefully I can turn to the left here. Let's try and do that now. The machine doesn't want to push dirt for me though. We do have a little bit of a steep incline there, so we can break out a little bit more drainite here. Hopefully we won't need a whole pile of it. So let's see what's that looking like there now. Good, hopefully that's loosened that up enough that we can actually push the ground here, or the dirt I should say. Okay. There we go. We're not quite, so let's go back a little bit further there. Try from here. Slowly but surely making a little bit of progress now. Let's back it up a little bit, see if we can push on this right side. Creating dirt behind and underneath the machine there as I back it up with that blade raised. Alrighty, let's just raise that blade. Let's come back here and take a little chunk. It's not ideal. Come on. All my good spade work going to waste there. It's a lot steeper up here than I thought it was going to be completely honest with you. If I realised it was going to be this steep, I would have done a bit more work with the loader and rock truck there. We got our concrete base down, a little bit higher up. But we're here now, and we're making quite a mess, so we're going to have to make it work, to be honest. But we can do it, I believe. Let's just go ahead and do a bit of blasting here. Get rid of some of this material in front of us. Grab the spade there real quick. And hopefully that machine can actually get up this incline. Not quite sure that it can. But we're going to find out here pretty shortly. And it can. Beautiful. Sliding. Sliding into the direction that I want to go, so I'll just accept my fate and slide into this left hand bank here. Oh, come on. Okay, let's reverse there a little bit. Creating a little bit of dirt behind there, but that's fine. It's going to fill in a gap there. Okay, that should work out nicely, hopefully. Alright, and we're kind of broke through to where I want to be. Let's see if I can take a little bit more off this right. If I can get the machine to not slide to the left, it would help. But that's not coming too easily to me. If I drive my machine up onto the hill itself here, maybe I can actually push back down onto this path to make it a little bit better there. And we have the wide tracks on this D11, so that's about as much grip as I'm gonna get here. Alrighty. Oh, that's not ideal. Let's not fall off there. Or let's not fall off anywhere on this hill, ideally. Ah, man. This thing just does not want to play ball with me. Oh, come on. Just widen a little bit up here. I should have enough room to get some of the biggest machinery up here. Caught up there, it's not ideal. Okay, we'll have to do a bit of work by hand here. Or maybe it fixed itself there. Not quite. Let's try and get this ripper freed up here. Making a whole mess, unfortunately. But I think I want to jump down into the rock truck there and see if I can actually drive that thing up this hill here. It's a bit of a monstrosity, I won't lie. Alrighty, let me jump down there and grab that rock truck, and we'll test drive it up the side of this hill here. Alrighty then, and as you can see, I'm in my largest rock truck here, the biggest one in the game. So if I can get this up this hill that we've just kind of cut out there with that dozer, I'll be considering this a success, that's for sure. It is extremely rough there, but we can go ahead and clean it up with a little bit of gravel. And I'm not sure if the roller would actually have the power to get up this thing, not with the vibro turned on. And I'm not sure if this truck has the power to get up it either, and it doesn't. That's such a shame. We're kind of caught on a little bit of an uneven ground there. Alright, let's just back this up. See if we... Oh! Whoa there. Almost went straight off the side. To be expected. Okay, so let's see if we can't, you know, flatten this out and widen it up a bit. If not, I will have to get back down here in the dozer and do something about the steepness of this hill here. And keep in mind that that truck is empty, not that I'd be bringing full loads up the hill. But if I wanted to bring up a load of asphalt or something, it would not be ideal. Yeah, I think we have a really wide wheelbase on that vehicle. It's probably going to get caught up on this part of this incline as well. Alrighty, let's get rid of that overhang there real quickly. And that's nice smoothing work there. Good man. Alrighty, enough of that, or I'll be at it for hours. Let's try and get this vehicle up there then. This vehicle. Okay, so we have no momentum, which is probably going to be an issue. I'd probably serve myself well to back this all the way down to that straight platform. But let's just see if she'll make it at a snail's pace here. Oh, we're really struggling. That wheel is turning there. Alright, let's go back down and come back up with a little bit of momentum. Alright, this is about as good a run up as I'm gonna get to it, so put that foot down there, boss man. And yeah, it's not amazing. 17 kilometers an hour, 16, about 11 or 12 mile an hour, something like that. A little bit of crap standing. How did that get there? That wasn't there earlier. Bit of dirt hanging out of the side of my wall there. That's okay though. Alrighty then, let's see if we can make it. No, those wheels are just turning. It's too steep, unfortunately. So then back to the drawing board. Now I think what I want to do is actually push from the top down along the pathway there, and maybe we can kind of make it a little bit more friendly there to a giant truck. But the problem is getting started off here. I'm getting pushed off to the side. Well, let's jump in the Dozer here and see what we can do. Oh, like getting pushed off to the side like that is what I mean. So then, if I can... oh my god, that is not ideal. Come on. Come on, dig in, dig in, dig in. Just doesn't want to do it. Okay. Alright, let's get ourselves up a little bit higher here, and hopefully we can slide into where I want to actually cut this path. Let's go ahead and try like this. And sliding way too much. Come on, dig in, dig in, dig in. Okay, that's just really not working out. Let's just push this over. Okay. I'm all stuck up there. Get that shovel out and help ourselves out of this situation once more. Now, can we reverse up this thing is the question. We cannot, is the answer. So I think what I'm going to do here is probably jump in the loader, and I'll just dump some dirt over the side there. Let me get these machines out of the way. Yeah, so I'll get back up here in the loader and do a little bit of cleaning up with that and see how it's looking afterwards. I should run fucking piss it. Oh, come on, dig, you motherfucker. Alrighty, so I had my loader up on the hillside here and we did a little bit of clearing out there. It has improved. The roller there definitely help things out a bit. Just want to get a small bit of this up here by hand. Now I may lower my expectations to getting the loader up this hill rather than that rock truck. I don't think there's a chance in hell I'm ever getting that rock truck up here. But we can perhaps dig out another pad at the side of the hill there that has a better gradient for that huge truck. But if I can get the loader up this hill, I'm going to go ahead and call it a success. If I can say success. I'm actually surprised I said it the second time there without fumbling it. And as you can see here, we really don't have a lot of momentum on our side. So it'll be a little bit of a miracle if this thing can get up this hill. Picked up a little bit of speed there as I was turning onto the flat. No, we're getting there, we're getting there. This turn to the left here is going to be the real test of it. That's one hell of a... That's almost vertical. We're going to get up there. Ah, very good indeed. So yeah, I'm calling this a success. Mission complete. Alrighty then, let's just take a drive over here. I kind of show you where I want to extend this path to and set up a new wash plant and all the rest of the accessories that come with it. So we have a nice little flat area here that it could go if I would like. But I think if we continue just a bit further over here, there's a even larger flat area. Now I guess the issue there is I'm going to have to dig out some sort of road through this bit of a hill here, but it's not a huge hill. I think we could do it. Should go ahead and get myself some chain tires for this machine. It's going to need it up here, that's for sure. This thing is one hell of a beast. I'm surprised it's getting up here. Go on, get up. I fear that if we completely stop, that's it, we're done for. Come on, just a little bit further. Okay, it really doesn't like that, and I wouldn't blame it. They're kind of really pushing that vehicle to its limit there. But up on the top of this mountain here, we have this nice flat area over here. And I'm thinking that that would be a rather nice place to put our new wash plant. Or down here, there's a bit of a gully. So yeah, we have endless possibilities up here and a whole lot of mining to do. But I was hoping to make a bit more progress there on our pathway up to the top of the mountain there today. But I'm afraid it's just not going to happen. It was quite a bit of a messing around there just to get up as high as we got. But we're up here now, that is the main thing. So I'll probably get back to a little bit of mining there in the next episode just to give it a break to this road making kind of fiasco that I'm doing at the moment. Well, it's not so much a road, it's a dirt path, you get the idea, right? It's definitely a work in progress, and we're caught up on something there. Let's get this machine back down this path with no issues, hopefully. Yeah, it's rather rough here. That Dozer really has a lot of work ahead of it. Oh. And that's not ideal. That is most definitely not ideal. Alrighty, let's get some air support to fix our situation here. And that is the L2335. Let's just put it in our inventory for now. We can smooth this out and pretend that that never happened there. A happy accident. A little bit of a crater hit into the side of our mountain there. That's okay, no problems. Nobody has to know about it. But yeah, in the next couple of episodes here, I'm going to get back up on top here with the dozer and push out the pathway over there, and we'll get ourselves a new wash plant set up. We're not exactly on flat ground here, but it is a little bit more favourable. We're not pushing directly up a hill, so I'm hopeful that it won't be such a lengthy process there next time to kind of cut in the road. And I was debating putting gravel on top of this dirt here, but I think the dirt is just fine for now. We're in the deeper winter here, there's going to be no rain for a while, so that's a solid frosted ground there. Yeah, I'm going to leave this one here for now. Cheers for watching. I appreciate that. All the best to you. A little bit of coal here. I'll have to come back for that at some point.